What's up, my pilots? Angry Poncho here. Welcome back to Bloodborne. We are headed to the Witch's Abode, because in this episode, we're going to go to old, forsaken Castle Cainhurst. And the fastest way to get there is to come back here to Hemwick Charnel Lane, where we can be picked up by a spooky black carriage. Let me go ahead and deal with these enemies, and then I want to show you guys... Oh, no. The new weapon. This is the Blade of Mercy. It's this cool double-edged blade. It's a very high-rated skill-based weapon, so if you build a skill character, this is probably going to be your best weapon towards the end of the game. In its alternate form, it splits into two weapons, and it has a very cool combo attack. Oh, don't block me, dude. I'm trying to demonstrate something. Oh! I walked right into that. God damn it, dude. But basically it has a multi-hit combo that's really satisfying to pull off because it does less damage in the first couple hits and then increased damage as you go along. And that's pretty cool. We do want to kill these guys before we head over to this pillar here, which is actually Bloodborne's version of a bus stop. Whoa, that was a long reach. Alright, you know what? You guys are gonna get poked. Come here, you. You're not good for demonstrating my cool new weapon. I'm not interested in faffing about. It's so weak. They do still give you a good bit of blood vials, though, so if you need to grind for blood vials, this is a good place to do it. You do want to make sure you dispatch the enemies in this area before you summon the carriage, because if anything attacks the horses, you won't be able to ride the carriage. And once you're in the cutscene, it's fine, but don't attack the horses, and don't stand next to the pillar, which will summon the carriage. Well, hello, horse. Look at these gross horses, dude. They're so cool, though. They're like zombies. Let's get out of here before something tries to bite them. You can see one of those spiked dogs in the background. We're wearing a beaked mask, high heels. Well, not high heels, but heels. And a dress and a crow feather cloak. This is like the most strange combination of attire. Some of it practical, some of it very impractical for fighting monsters in Innistrad. The Blood of Adela. We actually still have this. This is the blood from that nun that's hiding out in the Tomb of Odin. This cutscene is actually the only way to get to Forsaken Castle Cainhurst. If you recall, we picked up the Cainhurst summons in Yusefka's clinic. As soon as we had the path from the Forbidden Woods open, and we basically circled back around where we started the game, that path allows us to go around the back half of Yusefka's clinic, climb up onto the roof and get in through the second story. And then from there, we can make our way to the room where we first awakened at the very beginning of the game and pick up a Castle Cainhurst summons that is mysteriously addressed to us. And with that summons in hand, you can go stand next to the pillar, and the carriage will take us across magically, apparently, will take us across the broken bridge. And as you can see when we get here, these horses are a little worse for wear. Thankfully, there is a lamp right in here, so we'll be able to travel to and from here as per usual once we've done this initial arrival bit. Alright, well, that's Castle Cainhurst. Thank you guys for watching, and no, I'm just kidding. Let's go fight some stuff, huh? So there are these freaky... I call them mosquitoes. These enemies over here. they have these long, like, tongue appendages in the front and a big blood sac butt. Whoa, whoa. I'm not very good with the Blades of Mercy yet. I haven't had a whole lot of time to practice with them. Because they are very skill-based, and this character is kind of a quality build, which is a mixture of skill and strength. So we have some strength that these weapons aren't using. They're very, oh, I didn't know they had a bucking kick attack like that. Got one! As you can see, you pop their horrible blood stacks, and it leaves these huge stains on the ground. Over there is a one-way area. This is actually a place we're going to come back down in a bit. But I want to go over here before I forget, because there is some loot back here. It's a little bit of cold blood for us. I think, yeah, there's some goodies down here that we want to pick up as well. So we'll try to slip down here without getting killed. Oh, it's the goddamn worms. It's the goddamn worms. I hate these things, dude. They can just combo you so fast. Oh god, there's like a dozen of them. Jeez, they're all over the place down here. Oh my god. Gross. I need to keep an eye out on the big mosquitoes over there too, because they're also very dangerous for us. We're gonna want to try and fight these worms one at a time if possible. As you can see from the blood splatter, you get a flurry of blows with these blades. Like 2 of those hit. Fairly low stamina requirement too. So these are just definitely a weapon where you don't have to put a whole lot of points into that. Yeah, you can see the damage increases rapidly as you get further on in the combo. I kind of feel like this is... I should just throw a Molotov at these guys, right? Like... Oh wow, that did almost nothing. Fine. I want to try and draw like 1 or 2 of them away from the others, so they don't all pile up on me. Yeah, well that's the Blades of Mercy when they're multi-hit, rapid. It's just a blur of blades. I love it. It's such a cool weapon just to watch your character use. And this isn't even like a combo. This is just mashing R1. So when you have this attack, where you bring in both of them like that, that's the charged R2. And she actually steps into this one too, so it's a pretty good closer. And you also can hit L2 for a move that retreats. So if you're in too close, you can back up while also attacking. Let's see if I can actually... Apparently it just doesn't hit these guys on the ground. Good to know. I hate these worms so much, man. They have just the worst, most annoying hitbox. You basically have to point your camera straight down at the ground. Tempering blood gemstone. Honestly, not worth the effort of fighting all these worms. And I don't really care about using up a ton of blood vials because we've got easy access to getting more. There's a lot of places where you can grind for echoes and get a ton of blood vials. Hey there, buddy. Come on. Whoa. Whoa, hey, whoa, whoa. Oh, God. Oh, I got hit with that bucking kick attack again from behind. That's actually the first time I've seen them do that is on this session. Alright, let's not get killed. Oh, no. Oh my god, this guy's not letting me get any distance. This guy's on my ass. Alright, you know what? Come on, let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Just kill me. Just fucking, good job. I'm proud of you. Great moves. Keep it up. We're gonna respawn the lantern right up the hill. It doesn't really matter. And I'm not carrying around a ton of echoes right now, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, I only have the Blades of Mercy upgraded to +6. So they're not the most effective weapon right now either. So I actually went and took the Saw Cleaver up to +9 though. So I'm gonna give that a shot. I see glowing eyes, I think. I think that mosquito over there has my echoes. Let's go collect them. Oh, hello. You want to get in line first, sir? Did he not even see me? That's weird. Oh my god. Don't you give me a tongue lashing. Warm blood gemstone. Is that fire damage, I think? Something like that. There's a lot of echoes and stuff laying around in items here. And while we're here in Forsaken Castle Keenhurst, we also want to make a point to look for... Do you have the eyes? I think I see glowing in there. They're almost built like the Dark Beast Carl. And I'm pretty sure you want to try and get around behind them. He didn't have the eyes. Who's got my... Oh, they're over here. Let's see who's got my echoes. These worms. How are they so damage resistant? Do they resist fire or something? Because this is doing a surprisingly small amount of damage. Alright. I don't want to fight the worms anyway. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no. I'm not about to get worm comboed. I'm out. Those guys suck. I wonder if they're weak to bolt. So if they're resistant to fire. I also have the Tonitrus up to +6. Let's find out. Oh, they do seem like they're weak to bolt. Maybe these guys are kin? Most of the kin are weak to bolt. Oh my god. Hitboxes are so annoying. Yeah, so with the Tonitrus, it's this... I guess it's a mace, technically. But you can use the transforming attack to just view it with some lightning damage. And it's just a free bolt paper forever, and once you have the thing upgraded enough for it to be good. It doesn't have the damage of some other weapons, so it won't be as effective as like a Holy Blade fully upgraded with bolt paper, but it is essentially unlimited bolt paper. But every like 4 or 5 blows, you're gonna have to recharge it, because you'll see it'll just kind of go out, and then you'll have to transit up again. Oh, interesting. I'm getting some artifacting over here, but it's not coming in the capture. Let's find out if you guys are weak to bolt, huh? Oh, looks like they might be. Because this is not a highly upgraded weapon, and it's doing the same amount of damage as the Saw Cleaver, which was substantially more upgraded. So maybe the Tonitrus is a good call for this area. And we're going to find a bunch of blood chunks, which I've been continuing to grind off screen. Look at that guy in the back with a giant blood sack. Gross, dude. You do not want to get involved in with more than one of these guys if you can help it too. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Oh no. That is a long reach. I can't see. Got him. You guys are eating some bodies here. No, don't mind me, sir. Just collecting some loot. You're all good. Don't need to worry about me. Oh yeah, you can see the bolt damage really amps it up. This guy's got a blood sack so big he can hardly walk. Oh my gosh. Gross, dude. Gross. Yeah, so I've been using these eye runes, which, oh, you know what? I think I still have them equipped. Let me go over to opening the door, and then I'll go back to the Hunter stream, because I actually want to have the moon runes equipped. for as much as possible because they increase the amount of echoes we get. Leveling up is good. Oh my god. I don't want to fight two of these guys at once. I really don't want to fight two of these guys at once. And that's why. They just go crazy on you, man. The ones that have really small blood sacks, it seems like they're more mobile. And with the tongue lashing attack and their really quick front arm attack, these guys are dangerous even at high levels in groups. As you can see, we go through them one at a time, and it's all good. But as soon as there's two of them on us at once, it's like, oh no. Come on, show me echoes on the ground right over here. Yeah. I'm gonna go grab these, and then we'll go back to the Hunter's Dream, because I need to have the right runes equipped, so we're getting the most out of our echoes that we're going to be collecting. Because there's some good stuff in this area. And a lot of the item drops we're getting are already scripted in. So having the eye rune, which gives us more item drops, that isn't actually going to do anything. Because there's a lot of places around here that are hard-coded to always have a chunk. Mostly on the corpses you find laying around the castle. It takes 16 chunks to fully upgrade one weapon. Along with a bunch of, twin shards and bloodstone shards. So let's, moon. So now I think we're getting an additional 60% on our echoes. And while we're here, I'm just going to fill up on vials. We don't need to level up a whole lot more. Where's Moonside Lake? No. Where do we go to warp to the castle? Here we go. It's on the third one. Forsaken Castle Canehurst. This will put us right back at that same lamp. Yeah, we're level 84, I think. And I mean, we already beat the final boss of the game. Or at least the quote-quote final boss of the game. So we don't need to level up a whole lot more, or we'll start getting over-leveled. But you can probably go up to like 100 before it really starts to get, I guess, quote, too easy. You're good. Just keep doing your thing. I'm gonna go over here and go inside the castle. Actually, I think I need to explore back here. Because there's some goodies. Yeah. What do we got? Numbing Mist? Alright. Oh, you son of a bitch. Guys. Wow. Y'all are obnoxious. I hate you. You guys are the worst. Oh, I still have the Numbing Mist prompt up. Yeah, this area is dangerous. I think they're supposed to be between 60 and 80 when you come here. We're at 84, so we should be prepared. It's just, maybe I have the wrong equipment on, because I'm taking a lot of damage from these guys' light attacks. I don't know if I need more blood defense, because that's what the Crowfeather Garb is good at. Let's do these gloves. Anything with more blood defense was probably good. And I very cleverly spent all my echoes before coming back here. So I don't even need to go over there again. I don't have very many runes in the Tonitrus either, so it's not super powered up at the moment. I'm gonna put the Holy Blade back on. We'll use the Saw Cleaver in here. So look at this. Look at this open hall. It's just so creepy. Don't let these floor scrubbing servants fool you. They are indeed foes. Also, fuck these candles. And as you wander around in this room, you'll find that you are slowly but surely drawing aggro from a bunch of ghosts. Madman's Knowledge, cool. Oh, there's one. They'll start appearing behind you as you move around. You gotta be careful because These ones aren't these aren't very dangerous enemies. They're a lot less dangerous than the mosquitoes outside. She just attacked that candle. It won't be until a little bit later on that these ghosts become dangerous. This front room is basically just introducing them to us. Madman's Knowledge. You can sort of see their outlines even from a distance. And then once you get closer, they'll become more... Well, they're still incorporeal, but they'll become attackable. Over here in the corner, we have a new weapon. The Reiter Palash, which I believe is... Can I not even wield it? I don't have enough blood tinge to even wield it. Yeah, it's a blood weapon. I've never used it. I haven't done a build of that that had a high blood tinge yet, so I haven't had the opportunity to try that or the Chikage. Chikage? I don't know how you pronounce it. Is that all the ghosts? You can still hear people crying in the distance up on the upper floors, but we'll get to them in a minute. We want to go right first, get some loot, and then we'll proceed to the next area. Whoa! You can see, their attacks don't do a ton of damage, but they have a pretty quick pickup. So if they... Again, like every enemy in this game, if more than one of them gets on you, you're in a bad spot. You want to do your best to 1v1 me bro as many of them as possible. This servant is already in a fighting mood. They have a cane that they'll smack you with. Chonk! Visceral on a ghost? Question mark. Falls down there. So there's our first chunk. I think there's a total of like maybe 10 in the whole castle. Yeah, I was like, can I break this? Hell yes. So our Saw Cleaver right now is at a +9, which means I've put 16 chunks into it, and it only needs a Blood Rock to be fully upgraded at +10. Our Holy Blade is already at +10. So these are our two most upgraded weapons. But I also have, as you can see, Blades of Mercy is at 6, Stake Driver is at 8, and Tonitrus is at 6 too. So it's just a matter of how many twin shards I could get. You can only get things up to +6 with twin shards. Ooh. The lights go out and all of a sudden you're surrounded by ghosts. Too spooky. Too spooky for me. So they're so slow moving, there's no real danger of like actually getting ambushed by them, because you can just walk away and they'll keep up with you. Are you attacking things on the tables? Calm down please, ma'am. You're making a scene. The ones constantly crying off in the distance are a little irritating after a certain point, too. The ones that are actively holding their face and weeping, actually, I think are more dangerous, because they'll go into a more aggressive, frenzied type attack. We have a noble dress. Oh, look at that. It's, I don't know who that is. This guy looks like a vampire, though. I wonder who these are. I bet you these are pictures of actual people that they just like hired an artist to paint, you know, digital paint into old-fashioned portraits. This is probably like the dev team's cousins and stuff, you know, if I had to guess. Do we have a friend up here? Nope. It's a bit snowy out here. As we make our way up onto the castle rampart. Checking behind ourselves, as usual. How you doing there, buddy? Ah, get off of me. These guys suck. You can mash your way out, but they're going to take like between a half and a third of your HP just on the grab attack. So you want to avoid that. And it's very hard to stagger them out of that grab. As you can see, I hit that guy with a light attack as he was coming in, but it didn't even phase him. So we wanted to avoid that initial grab and then wail on him. Here, buddy. Chonk. That's two. 2 chonks. Where'd you go, buddy? I see you back there. Whoa. Hello. These guys remind me of the facehugger type monsters from Dead Space. The ones that flap around and try to grab onto Isaac. This area is full of statues, specifically so these guys can hide. God damn. I was trying to roll in and roll out, but I wasn't fast enough. I'm not sure what button you're supposed to mash to actually get out of here, but I kind of just mash everything. I've never actually looked up what is going to be the most effective. Not running off the edge after that guy is a good strategy, too. Any y'all in here? Ooh, hello, Venus. I like looking out the windows of the castle and seeing, like, what can we see in the distance? Towers and the moon and such. You can see the entryway all the way over to the mainland, and I think you can actually see Yahar'gul. Forget exactly where it is. I mean, maybe I might be able to see it from the roof. Some lag fighting that guy. Maybe it's loading the next area. No gargoyles in here. What over here? Nope. Nope. That's the way forward, but let's check over here first. We have 2 very stealthy gargoyles guarding an item. Hey, boys. Oh yes, they also can do that. So, if you end up fighting them at range, be aware, they do have a ranged attack. Sort of a sonic scream. There it is. That's the whiff I was waiting for to punish. Whiff and punish. Classic fighting game strats. Executioner garb. Neat. We'll take it. Ooh, now we're in here. Let me this is where Cainhurst Castle starts to get a little bit more dangerous. Vile Blood Register, and then if we go in here. It'll take us back out here to the starting area. So we now have a shortcut up to the 2nd floor of the castle. And that's as far as I wanted to go in this episode. So let's go back to the Hunter's Dream. We have a bunch of echoes to spend because we have all these Kin Coldblood items that we've got, Frenzied Coldblood. And I guess we can level up. Unfortunately, there's no way to purchase Bloodstone chunks. So, but you can buy twin shards for 10k. But there's no point because you can grind for them pretty easily. We're up to 42 to be able to level up. Let's see what we got here. Use our cold blood. We have 4/3 of the umbilical cord ready to go. Yep. And I think I'm actually gonna spend my insight, because if we go up here to the insight shop, you can buy blood rocks for 60 insight. And you normally only get one of these per New Game Plus playthrough. So we're just going to drop down to 7 insight from 67, get another Bloodstone Rock, and go ahead and upgrade this Saw Cleaver to the very highest. We'll repair everything first before we spend our echoes. Fully upgraded. And I can check on what gems we got in here too. Yeah, this one has just got all the best fire type gemstones. I don't think we have anything better than this at the moment as far as fire damage goes, so that's all fixed up. And I think this one is just currently equipped for just dealing maximum damage. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to do any better than what it's at right now. I don't think the Saw Cleaver has... Well, the Saw Cleaver does have a fire attack, but we have a better one already. Alright, cool. So that's all set. I can go ahead and... Yeah, I have Bolt and Blunt attack bonuses on the Tonitrus. I don't have any really good ones. For whatever reason, we just don't have the... I don't have very much of that. So we now have 2 fully upgraded weapons in the Holy Blade and the Saw Cleaver, which is a nice feeling. And I guess we can go level up one more time too. Why not? I bought a ton of Blood Echoes or Blood Vials earlier, so we're set on those.
Gammon awake. Go on.
Yeah, I know Gammon wants to talk to me.
Very well,
We'll finish the
then.
game later. I gotta do Castle Canehurst first, lady. So let's see. Oh wow, I was noticing off screen, our Frenzy Resistance was 137, it's now 197. So I guess your Insight just directly is a -1 on your Frenzy Resistance. Good to know. So let's see here. Wow, Discovery goes up by a lot when you increase Arcane. +4. +3, +3. So these are basically the same at this point. It might be worth it to get a little bit more Endurance, just to kind of toughen ourselves up a little more. And the next episode, we're going to go back to Castle Canehurst, fight through the rest of the area, and hopefully reach the boss there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.